This is Chris Hansen.
Chad doing Rip City Radio here.
It's your favorite basketball player, Tyler Hansbrough.
This is Jamie Hudson.
This is TJ Houshmandzadeh.
And I'm going to let y'all know something.
Duke sucks and Duke will always suck.
You're listening to
It Just Makes Sense.
It Just Makes Sense.
You're listening to It Just Makes Sense.
With Braxton, Miguel, and Peter.
If you're looking for expert sports takes, look elsewhere.
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba.
JSN. Yep. I was thinking of Jonathan Van Ness.
From Queer Eye?
Is from Queer Eye.
Jesus.
So,
What a pull.
I knew that.
That's a completely different world.
Guess who's having another kid?
You. That would be such a weird thing to bring up right now. Are you announcing that right now?
Well, is that your guess?
I think that for the shock factor, yes. I'm saying.
That's not my guess.
Okay.
What's your guess?
If Asa and Naoko are pregnant again, that would be insane.
Parker won.
No and no.
Congratulations. Wow, very exciting.
And I don't know if that's public news, so beep their names.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Did he ever say he was done, or this was planned?
It was definitely not planned.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't have been surprised if you would have said that you were.
Why?
I don't know.
Do I look ready for that?
When do you have time to make another kid? You're dealing with fleas, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
That's a
You've-
full-time
Flea
job
bag.
right now.
You've got house stuff.
We've got a lot going on. I don't think we're going to consider numero dos until about 18 months. So
Yeah,
So the next Y2K.
that would be a long time.
that would be. Yeah. Do you know what Y2K is?
Yeah, when year 2000.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
What was special about the year 2000? Like, what was the concern?
That everything was going to shut down, right?
Yeah, but why?
The Mayans.
I think
Spot on.
I think that's a rapture or something. That's
Spot
also
on.
not it. I don't think.
I just remember all the entire system was going to shut down as soon as
everyone was all worried that computers weren't going to be able to recognize the double zeros when it hit 2000.
That's dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was going to be a programming error that was going
Yeah,
to
so
mess
basically,
with everything.
yeah, because you were able to put the year as 99.
But what happens?
What
when it's
happens
0,
when
0?
all of a sudden you're inputting 00?
That was the concern
Mm-hmm.
worldwide. Man, it shows
Well, I
how
mean-
stupid people
well,
are.
The internet
Technology-
is done off of zeros and ones.
Yeah, the technology at the time, that was pretty advanced shit.
Yeah.
And it could handle it, we learned.
You know what?
I knew that.
You know what wasn't
14.
You did know that.
advanced shit was you getting just like a tooth ripped out of you. I mean, like you went like real primal with that.
Emergency tooth extraction,
Yeah.
baby. Just out of nowhere.
Just one wrong bite on the beef rib.
Yeah, has led to too much dairy and a ton of.
I don't know if it showed how weak that one cracked tooth was or how strong the rest of my teeth are, that I could break a tooth by biting down on it.
What
yeah.
were you biting, meat or bone?
Yeah, what did you contact? Did you accidentally get too much bone?
I think it's less about what I was eating and more about that tooth was already like almost done, and it just took one last fucking punch, and that was that bite. But I was eating like a beef back rib, and I think I might have, because there's not a lot of meat on those,
right.
so I think I was just like trying to gnaw on the fucking bone, and
Yeah, you caught too much of it.
yeah, like
Yeah.
I bit down too hard, and I'm like, fuck, is that a piece of like shaved bone or meat lodged in my tooth? And I kept like for like 10 minutes I was trying to pick it out, and I'm like, I'm picking out a fucking tooth.
Yeah.
It's just like the wall of it separated. I'm like trying to pick it out, and got it removed the next day.
Yeah. just some.
I know, and I was the one talking about, oh, let's go drink. And then
that was funny.
That was 5 minutes before I sat on the dentist chair, and I'm like, oh shit, I can't drink. I'm like, never mind, I can't fucking drink tonight.
Yeah, what you said sounded like a great idea, and it was feeling like, oh yeah, let's go drink by the fire and all that, and then you go, wait, hold on, I can't do that. I'm getting a tooth removed. Like, wait, currently?
Did you hear Pete just hit the DA by the fire?
By the fire.
By the fire.
Oh yeah. So
I like that.
makes sense.
This is a new you. I like it.
Yeah, I'm not so sure that we can be by the fire. Now I'm going to be really self-conscious about it at my house anymore. So Miguel had just gotten into a neighborhood spat, and something with like Mookie barking and
last week when we recorded.
Yeah. Then Ashley calls and like apparently like a neighbor yelled at Ashley and yelled at Mookie.
Did you tell me about this?
No,
you
because
had already
you had
left.
just left.
This was after we ate.
Oh.
After we recorded, we were eating, and then Ashley's like, Mookie likes to go on that side where he peeks out in that like chicken wire, and when cars drive by or people are walking by, he starts barking, and the neighbor happened to be right there, and he goes, shut your fucking dog up. And Ashley doesn't like shit like that. Like, I would have just yelled back or whatever, but she's like, I don't want to be that asshole neighbor. We've like, because of that night, we've done so much shit to like handle the barking. We got this ultrasonic fucking dog device that actually works.
Yeah.
Mookie likes to bark when she has her blow dryer on. And we tried it out. It was like on the first level. One bark and he goes, fuck that. And he goes back in the room. He goes, I don't like this shit.
And what is it, like a high pitch something or other? Or?
It's like a high pitch ultrasonic sound that only dogs can hear. And there's ultrasonic 1 and 2, and they said you don't want to use the same one for more than 2 weeks because they get used to it.
Yeah.
And I don't keep it on the whole time, so I learned too that he gets freaked by it because any sound it gets set off. So when I have it on, I noticed that when I had it in the house, he didn't want to come back in. So I would just have it on when I know that, you know, he's fucking lurking around outside. Either way, the neighbors were fucking yelling. And
click our affiliate link below for that Sonic supersonic thing.
Yeah,
we'll
Amazon,
make money.
$40. But so we handled that, and then that same night.
Yeah, so that same night we're out there.
Here.
We're out there talking like we, you know, just kind of normal talking. And we were, remember, I told you that the neighbor next door was feeling a kind of way and asked us to be quiet before. And so this time we're out there and we're making a concerted effort to just talk. And we're like, and I knew at the time it was 9:15, 9:30, right? At 9:31, I hear some sound starting to rustle in my next door neighbor's house, and I'm like, this motherfucker's gonna open his window again and ask us to be quiet. And he goes, hey Peter, and I was like, he goes, can you guys keep it down? And I was like, we're just talking. He was like, I know, but like you just woke my girlfriend up and this and I'm like, and then he said something to the effect of like, I have priorities. And I'm like, bro, we all have priorities. Have a good night. Just fucking piss me off. And then Miguel goes, his TV's on. And so I just go like, the audacity once again to be like, I know for a fact. Last time I didn't know if I was loud or even how late it was. So I was like, oh shit, maybe I was. This time I knew I wasn't. I knew that he wasn't. It wasn't that something had whatever. I have every right to be sitting by my fire. And yes, it's a Tuesday night, but it's 9:30. Like, at what the audacity and the entitlement of that guy to say, hey, can you guys be quiet when I know for sure that I'm just talking? And the other thing about it is that it's like, if I were to concede in that moment, and that's why I push back, it's like, what happens if we are loud or when we are loud? And what
he
time of
owns
day?
You at that point.
Right. And I was just like, I'm not going to roll over on this because I know for a fact that we weren't doing anything wrong. So fuck that.
When he said, the whole priority thing is like, well, we clearly have different priorities or have priorities. And Peter went, yeah, we all do. But yeah, we'll keep it down. Like, have a good night. And then he said something because both tones were changing at that point. Like I wasn't participating in this, but the tones were like he wasn't backing down. The guy's like, well, they're not just conceding, so why are they talking back?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah, it was like, hey, and this is an older guy, and I just kind of felt like, oh, this is some sort of older guy trying to, boss me around. And I already have a problem with authority, so that was
trying to
the whole
assert
thing.
domominance.
Yeah, no.
So
I'm
their
not
tones
doing
were
that.
like slowly rising, and then the guy said something like, you don't see me going over there and doing stuff you don't like or whatever, and said something else, and then it was over, and he like slammed the window.
Yeah.
And then I see the lights flashing. And I was like, his fucking TV's on, so I don't like.
Turn it up, brother.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing. Like the flashing lights are more disturbing than my rumbling of white noise.
But
that you
also,
would
the thing
possibly
that's
hear.
confusing about it is like I understand, and unless we're whispering, like our volume is like my bass of my voice is probably louder than normal.
And my voice is annoying, and it cuts through everything. I understand.
But
that.
if you have a problem, like at that level of noise, if you have a problem with that, you shouldn't have rented a house next to another house.
That is
you shouldn't have rented a house
You should live on acreage
next to a fucking busy road.
Yeah.
Because the cars are louder than our voices.
Right? Are you going to yell at the car
doesn't
driving
fucking
by?
I want to
Makes
slap
sense.
this dude across the face.
It is so.
I was
frustrating.
imagining a younger dude.
No, he's in
this
his
is
50s.
This is like an old
With his
entitled
girlfriend. Get married, dude.
Right, which
Get it together.
I've never even seen this person,
And-
so I'm not even sure
and
that
he's
there is
not-
a girlfriend.
And he's not doing anything good for your image of renters.
No, 0%.
I hate renters now.
Yeah,
I'm starting to not like
it
him.
was crazy because I was like, I knew for a fact this time that we weren't doing anything wrong. Like, I can just talk in my backyard, and
We were actually, because of what happened a month ago,
yeah,
we were actually keeping it down where I'm like, it was super controlled.
Yeah.
And then he still said something, and I'm like, at this point, we can't talk out here
we
anymore.
can't be out here.
Because then, well,
yeah.
I own this house, buddy. What do? You talk about having priorities, dickhead. I own this house. I have a wife. I have a kid and a dog and a fucking job, all right? What are you doing over there?
yeah, tell him.
Going to bed at 9?
Going to bed at 9
For
o'clock,
what?
unmarried and renting?
What's-
Fuck
For
you.
what?
What's his
Fuck
What's his
you.
house number? Tell him.
Yeah.
What's his house number?
I don't know.
16.
It might be 16. I
No,
don't
it's
know.
gotta be
It was-
even. It would be
it was
odd.
15 or 13.
Or 13. One of those.
All right, go to either 13 or 15 and fuck him up.
Just do both,
That's
just
the
in
thing.
case.
Oh,
The
wait,
other ones
sorry.
we like though, so be careful.
Watch him knock on the fucking garage door and be like, "Hey, Peter,
Oh,
you guys
I'd-
are
I'd-
being too loud now."
I'd give him a fucking forearm.
Yeah.
What's
it's
gonna happen if there's
6:43.
like 8 of us out there?
Right? Yeah. Like, I mean, what
Oh,
happens
he's
when
gonna
we actually
come
are
down
loud?
and get his nuts squeezed. Is what's
Yeah.
gonna happen.
And so that's the thing. I was just like, I was up all, like until 2 o'clock in the morning. I was so pissed.
I knew
off.
that was gonna get
You
you.
knew that it was gonna get me, and it did get me. And so then the whole week, I'm like, he's gonna want to fucking talk about it. Blah blah. I'm doing my yard work.
You didn't run into him?
I did on Saturday, and he goes, "Hey, Peter," like as if nothing happened.
You should have talked. You didn't bring it out?
Fuck no.
What's
I gave him the coldest shoulder.
Do you know his name?
Well, I'm not gonna say it here.
I know, but do you know
Yeah, I
that?
do. I think.
Okay.
Why
Yeah.
would you say, you said somebody else's name that you actually liked before, your other neighbor. Say this guy's name.
Oh, okay. I think it's Daniel. Yeah.
Such a Daniel thing to
I
do.
could have guessed.
Yeah. But anyway, so he goes, "Hey, Peter, how's it going?" And I'm like,
How's it going?
I'm on my third trailer of yard debris that I took off of the property on Saturday. And I'm just like sweating my ass off. And I go, "How's it going?" And he goes, "Good. How are you?" And I was like, "Just doing yard work." And I didn't make eye contact.
No, you
and I
should've-
just walked away.
When he said, "Hey, Peter," you should have been like, "Hey, just whispering."
I know. I honestly wanted to be like, "Is my blower too loud for you?" But he was also blowing his leaves, so
Should have blown each other, bro.
Yeah,
I
you
know.
should have.
Blow Bubba.
I bet his name is Dan, but it's not from Daniel. It's from Danyard. Such a weirdo.
Anyway, so if anyone else has a stupid, petty neighborhood dispute,
man.
spat, or whatever,
Lesson of the story:
And he
don't have neighbors. Have a giant fucking 5-acre property where you're not next to any
Wear
dipshits.
earplugs. My God. Like, I mean, if you're that light of a sleeper, figure out some other way that talking isn't going. And, like, again, the audacity to ask someone to keep it down when we know for sure that we're just talking is like.
I want to know what's our what are we allowed to say next time this happens? Are we allowed to go in on him, or do we have to just like let you?
I think at
handle
this
it?
point, be like, bro, if you think we're too loud, call the cops.
Or
get the cops out here,
like,
dude.
And the thing is,
then I'm fucked though.
No, and then what I'll do is I'll just have our conversation recording the whole time that we're out there, so that then when the cops show
record
up,
an
be like,
episode
"This
out
is-"
there.
Yeah, be like, this is what this guy thinks is a bad tone. Is it a Tuesday night? Sure, but it's not late. It's not even quiet hours.
Technically,
The
universal
HOA says that quiet hours are at 10.
universal quiet hours is 10 to 6,
Dude,
right?
Hit him with the fucking documents,
HOA,
bro.
baby.
Hey,
I'm protected. So.
Dude,
you think I don't know my rights?
I will dominate you. Hey, speaking of dominating someone, have you seen the clip about Cam Skattebo talking about a taco? Either of you heard about this taco?
Oh, how
thing?
you eat a taco?
Right. Yeah, let me play this here real quick. About,
He's doing everything but recovering. He needs to get back on the field.
Yeah, he's trying to fight on WWE. Here's Cam Skattebo talking about how one eats a taco, and if you do it the wrong way, you might be being dominated.
Do you turn your head to eat a taco, or do you turn the taco for you? Like, are you dominant to the taco, or does the taco do you turn your head for the taco? It's about the dominance of the taco though. Like, if you're turning the taco, you're dominating the taco.
There you go. How do you feel?
If
React to me.
Is he saying that you're conceding to the taco if you turn it?
Exactly.
So
if you turn
your head to the taco, the taco is dominating you. But if you're
just fucking stuff that thing in,
you just come straight on with it. I think that
I'm
for a
sure
soft taco,
almost everyone turns their head. There's no fucking way.
If we're talking hard taco, you got to turn the head.
Yeah.
A street taco. You're telling me that you're just going straight head, shoving a street taco? No, everyone eats it like this.
Yeah.
This guy's a fucking moron.
Yeah. I don't know if he's.
We're also listening to somebody with CTE. Like, what the fuck are you
Year
doing?
I feel
one
like
CTE.
with a street taco, it's not as tall, so I could just.
You might be able to go straight on
but shit's
with it.
spilling out of it and the sauce and all that. Like, everyone tilts it.
Regardless.
No shame in the tilt game.
Yeah, there's no.
I think that you have to be secure enough with your manhood and your sexuality to turn your head.
I never assumed that this was in question because of the way you eat a taco. This guy's a goddamn moron.
I think that there's some insecurity there.
Yeah, it's some deep stuff
as it relates. So, very sad.
Skattebo.
Yeah. What also is sad, and I want to pour one out for the unnamed but unofficially named Hope. Hope is the juvenile humpback whale that got beached in Yachats. Did you guys hear about this? Very sad. There was a 1-year-old humpback whale that got beached and was unable to get back out into the water, and all the mechanisms that the rescue crews were trying to do, they couldn't help it, so they had to euthanize the whale in Yachats after it was beached for about 2 days, and they had to put it down.
What do you mean, like, all the
they felt
mechanisms, like, they couldn't do anything?
They couldn't do anything without, severely hurting it. So, if they had brought in the construction equipment and all that, they would have done irreparable damage to it, they felt. And also,
I don't buy that
That
shit.
thing is 40,000 pounds.
Yeah, well,
so are you going to get a crane? How do you
Randolph, Jesse, and the harmonica got fucking the other one through the goddamn ocean. You could have just called them.
Yeah, that's very
fucking
true.
so-called
That
professionals.
made no sense.
He's talking about Free Willy.
Oh,
yeah.
You don't know shit about Free Willy, bro.
Yeah.
At what point did they say we're gonna name this name this thing Hope?
I think that after it died, because everyone was talking about.
Doesn't that seem?
Yeah.
A little...
Everyone was
No,
saying,
no. One of the, I'm air quoting this because they're not really rescuers. They weren't able to save Hope.
Right. Yeah.
But
they were
one of them
murderers. Yeah.
had dated somebody named Hope. Because Hope, let's not be a. I'm just gonna be honest. Hope's a fat girl name. It reminded him. It reminded him of somebody he dated in the past. He saw the whale, and he's like, "Oh shit!"
I would have named it Bethany.
No.
In the grand scheme of whales, though, this was a very small whale.
Very small. Yeah, 1 year old. But still, like, I mean, not to be. I know we're making light of it. I was actually very sad about this.
Did you cry?
No, but I was like bummed.
You know why you didn't cry?
I was like actually bummed.
You would have cried had it not been for your neighbor, because there's still anger from
You know what? That
Banyard.
actually would have made me cry. It was like what happened with Kirk Herbstreit's dog back in the day, where it was like, Trump wins the election, I'm super pissed about that, and then I carry through and I'm all right, and then I see that Kirk Herbstreit's dog dies. He posts that very emotional thing about his dog, and I'm just like blubbering in the back of an Uber trying to keep it together on my
and
way
your
to work.
fucking neighbor texts you, "Hey Peter, can you keep it down in an Uber?"
You're crying too hard,
Your
bitch.
tears are too loud.
Yeah, that would have actually.
I'm
Your
curious.
tears
though,
are too
I'm
what?
curious.
What a really shitty thing to say to someone.
Your tears.
Dude, your tears just way
Freaking
too
high,
loud.
dude.
Yeah.
I am curious though. What makes you so sad about it? Is it the fact that there's nothing that can be done, or that it's a young whale that's dying,
Baby
or just
whale.
like
Didn't even get a chance to live.
the circle of life? It's just emotional.
I mean, like, in those instances, communities come together and they're trying to help this out, and they're, wanting to do anything that they can. And then to, like, have an unhappy resolution to that is a bummer.
Well,
right? I mean,
will
like, had a whale just shown up on the beach dead, I wouldn't have been as bummed out. But, like, people noticed, they were trying to help, they were unable to do it, and they had to kill
Also,
the thing.
you like Yachats as a coast town.
I do. I love Yachats.
And
Do you
it let
think-
you down. Yachats
Well,
let you
Yachats
down.
let
do
me
you think
down.
this will affect rental
Tourism? Yeah, it will.
pricing? Well, I mean, at least they didn't come together
And blow it up?
and everybody was like, you know what seems like a good idea? Let's stuff this bitch with dynamite.
Yeah, let's blow
Everybody
this whale.
stand back.
Whale meat.
Whale doing oblivion.
Oh,
so,
man.
Yeah.
I can't believe that's a real thing that happened.
Yeah, that's quite the fun fact that we blew up a whale and all that.
Didn't go well.
I have another fun fact for you guys before we actually get to sports.
Okay.
And I think that you might be able to use this potentially at your Thanksgiving table. And this goes for all of our listeners out there as well. Did you know that Nicolas Cage is actually named...
John Travolta.
No, is actually named Nicolas Coppola. His uncle is Francis Ford Coppola, who directed all the Godfather movies and is now a winemaker. And so as a kid, when he was getting into acting, he obviously didn't want people to know that he was a Nepo baby. And so he changed his name. And also he was going to all these auditions, and all they wanted to do was talk about his uncle. So he changed his name to Nicolas Cage, who was influenced by Luke Cage, the Marvel character Power Man, and then also John Cage, a composer. So Nicolas Cage is actually Nicolas Coppola.
I learned that last week.
The nephew of Francis
What
Ford
about Johnny
Coppola.
Cage from Mortal Kombat?
I have
no
no
influence?
No, I don't think
Second cousin, I think.
Yeah. So,
Another fun fact, if I may.
yeah, I love it's a fun fact episode.
So,
This is what happens when we're totally tober on the podcast. He can't drink. You and me aren't drinking.
Martin Luther King, ever heard of him?
I have, yes.
His children went to an acting school, and it was the Roberts family acting school. Now, this family didn't make a ton of money from the acting school, and at the time, healthcare was not as it was, and it was quite expensive to have a baby. So the Roberts' mother, is pregnant and about to have this baby, and they, don't know what to do. They don't have the money to pay for it. So Martin Luther King comes to them and says, hey, you've done so much to help my family and, take my kids in and, look after them. I will pay for your child's birth. And so he did. Beautiful baby girl is born, known as Julia Roberts.
Oh, no way.
Mm-hmm.
No way. How about that?
Same name as the actress? Fucking wild, dude.
Yeah.
And they were an acting film? What?
Yeah,
So, what?
same name.
I am. Maybe she should have become
Holy
an
shit.
actress. So, second time this year, Julia Roberts has come up on the pod.
Really?
So get her on the pod. Yeah, we were talking about Julia Roberts in the context of her and Sandra Bullock.
Oh, same people.
Yeah. And whether or not who had a better...
A-hole.
No.
Probably Sandra Bullock, though.
Who had a nicer leather Cheerio.
Yeah.
Speaking of Sandra Bullock, did you guys know that the word speed in Norwegian is fart? So on all of the posters to promote speed back in the day,
Fart 2?
yeah, it would just say fart on it. So with Sandra Bullock and Keanu Reeves' face on it.
So all their boats are called Fart Cruiser.
The video
fart
game
cruise.
Need for
Need for fart. Exactly.
I like
so,
it. I like it.
Fart Wagon.
Yeah. Anything else? Cool. So let's see. We are going to start with college football. Happy Cupcake Weekend, boys. Upcoming. It should be banned. Before we get into...
What does that mean? Like they're all playing JV teams?
Yeah, like, Samford and University of Charlotte and, every one of these teams is preparing for their rivalry game, and they would have all come off of big games anyways. So it's going to be a terrible slate of college football outside of Oregon and USC, which we'll get into. But before we get into that, Lane Kiffin is denying allegations or accusations of ultimatums that were given to him, that he has to make one by a certain amount of time to either stay at Ole Miss or take another job. And if he takes another job, he's not going to coach in the playoffs. And now even Kim Mulkey is involved. The LSU Tigers women's basketball coach saying, hate to break it to y'all, but Lane's in Gainesville right now. It's like, what is happening right now? He's interviewing at all these places. He's saying there's no ultimatum. If there was, I would bet that he would just bounce. It just seems like such a Lane Kiffin thing. When this all shakes out, where does Lane Kiffin land? Does he stay home?
I think he stays.
I think he goes to LSU.
Do we? Okay, let's do this then. I'll just say that he goes to Florida.
Okay.
I think that's the most likely, though.
Is it?
Yeah. I think it's probably most likely that he goes to Florida. Second chance is stays. Third, LSU.
So I get 3-1 is what you're saying.
No. I want to propose a bet, and maybe it's $10 or $20 each that we throw in. That if we each want to pick one, then $20 or $40 goes to the winner of wherever.
I would do $5.
$5
on where Lane
Just
Kiffin
do 10.
ends up coaching?
Yeah, just do $10.
Okay.
So 10 each, the winner gets 30?
Well, 20 net's 20. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, cool. So
I'm in.
I've got Florida. You have LSU. You have staying.
I have Virginia Tech.
Speaking of, we were right.
We were early. We were like NBA Sentinel or whatever that they are.
NBA Centipede.
But yeah, so how does Matt feel about this?
I haven't
Matt,
talked
let us
to
know
him
in the
at all.
comments. Really?
No.
Call him
But
right
he's
now.
got to be excited.
Call him right now. He's awake.
Call Matt Barker.
Get him on the pod. Calling Matt. So what's his bucket? James Franklin finds his way to Blacksburg.
He's not going to answer.
He always answers.
He's
Yeah,
gonna be
it's like
so upset.
it's 1 a.m. in Texas.
No, it's not.
He hasn't answered is now Now 2 times.
Wow.
Oh, he's in Nashville at the CMAs.
Oh, what a flex. Okay, so he's at the CMAs with his lovely bride, who is a award-winning radio host in Houston, Texas area. So very exciting for them. I'm sure he's over the moon. He will, James Franklin, that is, get a $40 million payday, and only $9 million will go to the buyout. So I looked into this more. I talked with ChatGPT today, and I said, why could he not take the just the $1? And they said
ChatGPT goes taxes.
Because yes, there was the option to mitigate or to, with the buyout, but it was also language within it which talked about good faith effort to be compensated, in which a fair wage compensation. So there was particular language that would not allow him to accept $1 and then have all that money that we were talking about hypothetically go to an NIL fund or something. So only $9 million is owed to him by Penn State.
Well,
but when I look up and down the schedule, I actually have Virginia Tech's schedule for the next few years. Next year, they play, I think, VMI. What is a VMI? Virginia Mason?
It's, when you don't use a condom.
Right.
I have no idea.
Okay, so
Vermont institution.
Yeah. Old Dominion, Maryland, who's in, the dumps right now. James Madison, which could be a tough game, depending on, again, what happens with their coach. Maybe he ends up somewhere. Then you have the ACC. Their dates aren't there, but Virginia, Georgia Tech, North Carolina State, Pitt, Miami, Boston College, Cal, and Clemson. So when you look up and down on this, you go, okay, then their non-conference in 2027, Liberty, Maryland, Notre Dame. Their 2028, Liberty, Maryland, Notre Dame again. So that's their non-conference, and then the ACC is what it is.
Wide open.
It is what it is.
I mean, and Virginia Tech is the type of school that I don't think it's outside of the realm of possibilities with a coach like James Franklin and with kind of the structure of college football as it is now, for them to be a top 10 team in, less than 3 years.
Yeah, I think that they are going to benefit widely from.
But we're also completely just forgetting about when Bill Belichick figures his shit out, and he's still the coach, and North Carolina second, third year is better than what they were this year.
They're not going to figure it out. They will not. They will figure it out once he leaves, maybe.
I don't know.
I mean, that could be pretty cool, though. ACC championship, North Carolina, Bill Belichick versus Virginia Tech with James Franklin.
Right.
That would be something to see.
Miami's your biggest threat at the moment. Clemson is kind of up and down. Who knows? They ended up coming back and beating Louisville over the weekend, 20-19. But, I mean, this is prime for a James Franklin type of job where you do well. You don't even really have that many big games anymore. No. Your big game is going to be a playoff game, and then you'll go lose that one.
So he just needed to go to a weaker conference to do better.
It's a smart move. I mean, he is going to be a king in Blacksburg.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think they'll be fine in recruiting.
Yeah, and they're going to give him whatever he wants. I think this is great.
Yeah. Let's see. I wanted to also talk about Snarky Sark. Have you guys seen Steve Sarkisian talking about how they have now lost 3 games? He was asked why Texas has underachieved. They lose yet again this past weekend. And here are his comments. I'm going to play it with the question, and I am curious. I will follow it up with yet another video after that.
Steve, what would you say the main reasons are this team is underachieved?
According to who?
Well, in your preseason number 1, I think most people would agree 3 losses is not achieving what you are capable of.
I guess that's into who voted us number one. Okay. What I think is that this team has competed their tail off. They've been faced with a lot of different adversity and injuries, and a lot of stuff has come across this team's plate. And I'm very, very proud of them with their resiliency. You know, at the end of the day, at the University of Texas, we're held to a very high standard. And the standard is to compete for championships year in and year out. And we're going to play the best teams in the country. We're going to schedule the best teams in the country. But by the end of the season, we'll play, of our 12 regular season opponents, 5 of those teams will be top 10 teams when we played them, so nearly half our schedule. And we have an opportunity at the end of the regular season to do something that nobody's done since 2019, and that's beat 3 top 10 ranked teams in the regular season. The last team to do that was LSU with Joe Burrow. So have we been faced with a pretty difficult schedule? Have we been faced with high expectations? Sure, but that's why we came here, so we'll be okay.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
I absolutely love everything that he said, but this is not a shock because this is where we're opposite. There's a certain way that you want people to respond to questions like this, and you like what you call transparency. You want him to be like, yeah, we suck, but he's not lying. He's absolutely telling the truth. Because other teams that are fucking ranked high right now, that's the question that we're kind of faced when we're figuring out the bracket and the college football playoff. Is you're looking at some of the teams who are like, well, if we schedule tough teams, we risk having Texas record right now.
That's true.
Or we schedule a fuck ton of cupcakes and be undefeated. What's better?
Well, I mean, there are a lot of teams that are being rewarded with the cupcakes. The thing that got me was the beginning, because I like most of what he said, but just this according to who, and it's like you were a consensus number 1 preseason, and he's kind of, I feel like, dismissing the fact that, oh, people shouldn't have thought that. Why would people think that? And
that's the way you look at this stuff. To me, that's him protecting his team.
Maybe.
That's exactly how you should respond outside of the locker room when people are questioning your fucking squad. That's exactly what he does. He's protecting everyone.
But he's also holding himself to a standard that he is essentially not living up to. And this is what I want to bring up, which is his own words. Everything lives on the internet, right? This is November 22nd, 2021. He said this following he said the following on if he had 3 or 4 losses in year 4.
Right? If I was in year 4 of our program and I had 3 or 4 losses already right now, and I've been banging this drum of where we're going to be 4 years from now, and we still aren't there, then I would be concerned. But we're in year 1. We're in the building phase of where we're headed as a program. You know, in year 4, if I'm sitting here with 3 or 4 losses, then I would probably be more concerned.
Maybe it's revisionist history. Maybe he didn't look at 4 years down the line knowing he was going to open his season against Ohio State.
And also college football went through arguably the biggest change it's had
with
in its
NIL
existence
and such. Yeah,
less than 4 years ago.
Not only do you look at Texas record and their schedule this year, who they've played, but across the board, and yeah, I know it's part of the game, they were missing half of this fucking team. Like the teams that on paper, the roster that you look at, this is a national championship team. Like this has been beat up with a quarterback that, because of his name, we talk him up, but really he doesn't have that much experience. There's a reason he didn't play over Quinn Ewers. But I mean, the odds were stacked against them from the beginning. I'm not trying to make excuses for them, but they're Texas. They're going to get criticized.
And having high expectations is a blessing and a curse.
Oop, and that,
I mean, they've played They played Ohio State. They played Georgia. It's like 3 other fucking top 10 teams they've come across their schedule.
Yeah, and I tend to agree with Miguel on this. I think that he's doing a really good job of trying to protect his team and to instill the confidence that, like, hey, we are doing a really difficult thing, in our schedule here. Obviously, we're not happy, but you can't say that, like, we're not I don't know. It would be hard for me to say that this Texas team is just a bad team. I think,
yeah,
you know
but
what
I mean, like, they're not dangerous. They're not a dangerous team by any stretch, and I understand that injuries are kind of a thing. But when you saw that Georgia game against this past weekend, like, it was such a stark Sark contrast. See what I did there? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a Sark contrast, and that was the difference to me between a championship caliber team and one who may have unrealistic expectations that they can't meet or whatever.
Which is fine, but what's he supposed to say in the podium? We just don't have good enough players?
No, I don't.
They're not who we thought they were.
Yeah. Sorry, I just, watching film, we are just not as dangerous as Georgia. Like, what do you expect these coaches to say? Like, what? They're no matter what, you're going to find something to criticize because they don't answer the way you want them to. But when if they're protecting their players, you find a different way to criticize them because their tone. If they answer the opposite direction, you'll probably find something too. So,
right. According to who? Anyways, I thought that this past weekend as well, Ty Simpson, who I think was probably pretty much a long shot in the Heisman race anyways, played himself out of even any sort of consideration where Alabama falls to Oklahoma. That was, despite his stat line, 28 for 42, 326, and a touchdown, when it mattered most, Alabama they couldn't put that winning drive together. Oklahoma punched Alabama in the mouth on the road. I know that Kalen DeBoer had never lost at home, and then all of a sudden here you are. I thought that Oklahoma stood a big test in that game. But
yeah, I didn't. Even watching that game, I kind of was waiting for Alabama to turn it on and close it out. But I mean, props to Oklahoma, especially winning in Tuscaloosa. It was kind of gratifying to see all those Alabama fans just in total disbelief.
Real sad in their polo shirts.
I'm curious if the way that the structure is now, if you dial it back a few years, if you lose a game, you're out of championship contention. Now you can have 2 losses. You could be considered with 3 fucking losses, 3 tough losses. I wonder if the same urgency isn't there anymore.
Right.
No, I'm not saying that they stopped playing or they stopped trying, but I wonder if that, starting the fourth quarter, it's too close of a game with a team you're not supposed to be close to. Is that urgency gone? Where you're if we lose this game, nothing really happened. It doesn't move the needle that much.
I mean, but right, I think that there's a big difference because a use case to that would be Texas A&M going down 30-3 to South Carolina in the first half to then come back and score 28, a shutout, 28-0 in the second half in a very exciting game to end that. And so, yes, it was awful that they got down to 30-0, but again, they have a perfect record. They're 9-0, and then all of a sudden they say we're not going to mail that in, and they come back and they beat South Carolina.
Yeah, but the difference
despite
is
the fact
it's a 3-5 South Carolina team, and Alabama played a team that was ranked above them or just below them in Oklahoma that was better than a South Carolina team.
Yeah, but I think that
so
still
you can't be down with a team like that and think that you'll just be able to turn it on and be fine.
But I mean, Texas A&M is still very much in the conversation if they lose that game.
Right.
But I just think that
yeah, I
to your point, yeah, the urgency of losing a game. I think that the mental headspace that comes after losing that game is easier. I think
that's exactly what I was going to say. I really hope that the coaches and the players still have that competitive edge, which I believe they do. They're playing at a very, very high level. So I would think that wouldn't ever come into thought during the game, but I think it makes it way easier after to kind of accept it.
Also, what I'm curious about is if Alabama losing that game, they would have lost to the number 14 team in the country for their second loss, right? A&M is the number 3 team in the country, undefeated, would have lost to a 3-5 South Carolina team.
3-6, yeah.
Which would have been dog shit.
Yes, it would have, and you're right. With the college football rankings out, well, let's see. Before we get into that, the Oregon game was very lopsided, and they were left no doubt there.
Yeah.
And quite a fun game to watch. That run that then had the fumble at the goal line was one of the craziest things, because you've got him like barreling through. Who was the?
Are you also going to say that was a touchdown? After watching the replay,
I don't think it should have been a touchdown.
It was not.
I don't think
there
it
was
should have been
2 that probably shouldn't have been a touchdown.
Yeah. The fact that like maybe in like super ultra slow motion he may have gathered right there, but yeah, you can't consider that a
and the
but what an incredible
catch
run
on the sideline of the end zone. That was also
a bit
sketchy, but I mean it didn't matter.
An incredible run, barreling through all these tackles and then just to drop it at the one. Maybe they just had mercy on him and just gave it to him. But I remember seeing that live and being like, fuck, he dropped that. Yeah. I saw it live. And
the slow-mo, you see his face. He's like, oh.
The eyes got so wide. It was crazy. He's like, oh, no.
In the big picture, I totally agree with you. It doesn't matter because it was an absolute blowout.
Yeah.
That's not always the case.
Sure.
But when you look at the final score, to say that certain plays don't matter is absolutely ignorant. Because that could have happened at the end of the first quarter, second quarter, where there was a fight still, and it completely took the air out of the other team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not always
maybe once it doesn't matter, but I think twice that's a heavy blow for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were 8 last week.
Yeah. Before we get to that, one final thing before we get to the rankings, and you talked about fight. It brought up in my brain that fucking police officer who picked the fight with the South Carolina player. Like, what the hell was that? Like, all of a sudden he like bodies the player who
that
like
was just very unnecessary. And to think like there's not a camera on you.
Every camera's on you. That's what's so crazy about
it. It's different world we live in now, boys.
So why?
You don't have to be discreet with how you feel anymore. You can just be outward with it.
Well, I mean, he got relieved of his duties pretty quickly.
Yeah, that was...
He'll get reinstated.
Unfortunate. And just like kind of, again, a microcosm of what people have to deal with. Yeah. And it was very...
Not cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, when you want to put faith and trust in certain systems and then that happens and like cameras are on you type of a deal, it's like, wow. Like I said, not even trying to hide it. But
I'm just like incredibly unnecessary.
So unnecessary.
It's like this cop making $60K a year goes, I heard you made $2 million NIL deal from your HVAC company, and then
I'm gonna shoulder you.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Really
go back and play. Go back. It's like,
you're richer than me. Fuck you.
Yeah. Your college football rankings after week 13: Ohio State still number 1, Indiana still number 2, Texas A&M still number 3. Then you have Georgia at number 4, Texas Tech at number 5, Ole Miss at number 6, Oregon at number 7. Oklahoma jumped the most in the top 10 and into the top 10 at number 8. Notre Dame stays at number 9, and Alabama drops from number 4 to number 10. So that
Oklahoma-Alabama game, that's a lot of spots.
Yeah.
That's 6 spots both ways.
It is. Yeah. And Texas drops 7. They go down to number 17. They are still the highest ranked now 3-loss team. And then you have 5 teams. Is that 4 or 5? That's 5 teams enter the top 25 who were not ranked before. That is... Illinois is back in the top 25, but previously they were unranked. Missouri back in the top 25. They were unranked last week. Houston at 8-2 from the Big 12. They are at number 23. Tulane. I hardly knew her. At 8-2 from the American Conference. Arizona State back in at number 25.
See, what's really going to suck, which Texas is hoping for, Texas want a bunch of teams to have 3 losses because they'll force them to consider Texas.
Yeah.
And that's what I don't want to happen. I don't think, as much as I like Texas, I don't think you should be able to consider a 3-loss team.
Unless they're a conference champion.
But they'll have no choice. Because if you have all these top 25 teams that are having 3 losses and then you can't consider anyone else, you're going to be forced to fucking take them.
Yeah.
Which I don't want that to happen.
I think the only way Texas can get in is if they somehow... Which I don't even think they could get into the SEC championship at this point.
There's a really, whether or not they make it to the SEC championship, that you can't deny that there's a good chance of them getting in because there's enough spots in there that they'll be.
I'd say good, but slim.
It's more than slim. I don't like it, but it's more than slim. Yeah. You have to think if you force the committee to consider teams like Illinois, Washington, USC. If these teams have 3 losses, Texas is above all of them.
Yeah.
So they'll have to consider them, and they'll be on the first one, like outside looking in. And who brings in the fucking money in the playoffs? They're a name that brings the money in.
But I think that like if you're looking at other, I'm kind of looking at right now, like 11 through 17, 18, right where the cutoff is with Texas and Michigan. And Michigan is at 18. And right now in the top 12, you have 3 Big 12 teams, which feels incorrect. You've got in the
Texas
top 12,
Tech, BYU,
and Utah at number 12. Right now, kind of on the outside of the threshold, you've got Miami, Vanderbilt, USC, Georgia Tech, Texas, Michigan, right? Those are your kind of like in waiting, looking for someone to stumble type of a team.
Yeah, and this is really USC. I mean, I feel like it's a win and in type thing for them this week.
USC, yeah, for sure. I mean, like USC, if they win that game, I mean, they would obviously have to, win out to be considered with those 2 losses already.
Yeah.
I was quite surprised that they came back and won that game against Iowa. Iowa seemed like...
And they ended up kind of putting a hurt on them towards the end.
Towards the end, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it seemed like, kind of stagnant for a while, and then, just totally shut Iowa down. But let's see. So Miami's schedule, I'm kind of looking at Miami as like the team that they really want in, which their final games are going to be against Virginia Tech and Pitt. Pitt didn't look competitive against Notre Dame this past weekend. And then you've got Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt here in their final 2 games. Vanderbilt has Kentucky and Tennessee. So that's going to be like if Tennessee wins that game, neither of them get into the playoff. But I think that Vanderbilt, if Tennessee stays winning there, they may have a chance to say, hey, we're the 13th or whatever team. USC, if they lose, they're out. Georgia Tech is a compelling one because they're 9-1. But they have to play Georgia. So they have to play Georgia to finish that season.
But if they beat Georgia, it's a no-brainer.
A no-brainer, yeah. And then Georgia does this to us again, right? Because wasn't that this last year when we were talking about Georgia? I feel like it was when we're just like, well, what do you do with these guys? So
I think the problem that comes up every single year is the same across the board. We're either pissed at a team that lost 1 game to a cupcake shitty fucking team and got in, or we're pissed at the 3-loss team, but they lost to 3 of the toughest fucking opponents in the season. And both sides kind of even out.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you lost to fucking Troy, or you lost to
3 top 10
top 10 schools. So it's like, it's the same shit every single year. It's like, we know who they want. We know who they want. And it's like, please give us what we want. AKA the committee right now is going, please don't keep winning Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
We don't want you in there. We want a bigger name we want Miami in there. We want Texas in there, Michigan, whatever.
This is one of those weird ones again, and I can't remember exactly why. But Tulane is currently listed as the number 12, and I imagine that's because they currently sit at the top of the American Conference, which I think is weird.
Yeah, it's the highest-ranked Group of 5 school.
Yeah, so
Group of 5 champion.
Yeah, so right now Tulane would be your number 12 team. As it stands, your byes would go to Ohio State, Indiana, A&M, Georgia. Then it would be 12-5 Tulane Tech, Notre Dame, Oklahoma in the 8-9, Miami, Ole Miss in the 11-6, and then Alabama, Oregon in the 10-7. If you're doing it right now.
Oh my gosh!
Oregon
going to a home playoff game against Alabama. That would be.
Oregon gets their wish from 2009.
Yeah, we want Bama. You finally get them.
I would love to see that.
So, any action on the USC-Oregon game coming up this weekend? Yeah.
College game day.
I'm always open
College
for
game day
action.
coming back.
Twice.
Is it in Autzen?
Yeah, it's right back at...
We're definitely talking points because we know what happens with the calls there.
Let's look at the spread here. What's crazy... So, like, A&M plays Samford. Georgia plays University of Charlotte. Alabama plays Eastern Illinois. Let's see.
James Franklin doesn't start coaching this season, right?
No.
That'd be awesome.
That would be. And then...
I mean, the only other game worth gambling on is Oklahoma, Missouri, probably, because they're both ranked. Other than that, there's no other college games that'd be worth it.
Do you think James Franklin could consult on the team yet? Like, I don't know about provisions as it relates to him being...
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah. There are no lines on those games that I have just said. They just refuse to put
Are you talking about
lines
Oregon USC?
The A&M Samford game has no line. The Texas Charlotte game
Why do you need it? We're not betting those.
No, I know. I'm just letting you know that it's crazy that these games are even being played. And they should be banned, and you shouldn't be able to have this outside of like week 5.
So we're probably... I'm going to assume we're only betting one game.
Oregon is 9.5-point favorite at home against USC.
Yeah, I'm taking every bit of those points.
You want a 9.5?
Yeah, I'm not adjusting that at all. And the fucking Autzen, they're going to give them 3 touchdowns as a gimme.
Well, I'll take the 9.5.
Okay, 20?
Sure. Are you in on it?
I'll stay away from this one.
He's staying away from it.
Do you want Oklahoma, Missouri, or is that it for college?
The spread on that Oklahoma, Missouri is Oklahoma minus 7.5 at home. If I did this, we'll see. Oklahoma just had that big win. Yeah. So then you talk about the high, but Missouri's dealing with, I imagine their quarterback situation's okay because
he's back.
Is he back? Okay.
I'll take Oklahoma at 7.5.
See, that's the thing. I think I would probably still want Oklahoma.
Really?
At 7.5. But fuck it. Let's do Missouri.
But fuck it.
7.5?
Yeah, shout out to Candace Buckner.
Okay.
How much is that for?
I
don't know. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah. Shout out Candace Buckner, the sports columnist for the Washington Post. A dear friend of mine recently got married. Congratulations. But she she went to school at University of Missouri. So, and I know she's a P1.
She's a Tiger.
Yeah. Yeah. To the NFL we go. Then you've got all teams that lost this weekend that we have to discuss whether or not they're good. The Seahawks, the Chiefs, the Ravens. Well, the Ravens won, but they won ugly.
The Seahawks are fine.
And the Lions. All teams that have some question marks. I also think the Packers have a lot of question marks with John Jacobs.
I'm just going to comment on one game. Here's why you should take the Seattle Seahawks out of this. Sam Darnold threw 0 touchdowns. Had 4 picks. They had a chance to win that fucking game at the end.
Yeah, they had a game-winning field goal.
Had Myers or whoever make that kick, had he made that kick, they would have won that fucking game. You know how shitty you would have felt as a Ram after the game you just played, and to lose that game. The fact that Seattle had a chance to win was insane. Fucking insane.
It was probably the biggest game. I think it was the biggest game of the year, and Darnold didn't show out again.
Which is per usual.
Yeah.
And hopefully he got it out of the way and it doesn't deteriorate moving forward. Because I think the Seahawks are fun. Their defense, obviously, to Miguel's point, is incredible.
Yeah.
Cooper Kupp. Who's the other guy they just got? Rashid Shaheed.
Yeah.
Barely using him, though, that motherfucker.
Yeah, they are barely using him at the moment.
And then, obviously, what's his nuts?
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba.
JSN. Yep.
You just forget about the top receiver this season.
I just knew. I was thinking of Jonathan Van Ness. I knew it was a 3 name, but Jonathan
from Queer Eye
is from Queer Eye.
Jesus, what a pull!
I knew that.
That's a completely different world.
I knew we were in the wrong area, so I gave up on it.
Two different people. So let's see. The Ravens could have lost that game had Dylan Gabriel not went out.
I switched my survivor pick at the last second because everybody else was on the Patriots. I just knew it.
You still alive?
I am. I took the Ravens, though, and I was
sweating it
So then
how did you feel when Shadeur Sanders comes in?
I mean, I felt like it was probably better for me.
He did not do great. 4 for 16 and a couple of yards.
And honestly, it would have been an absolute shit show if he won that game.
Yeah.
Like, it would have been.
But don't you kind of root for that sometimes? Yeah.
I mean, we don't need that.
Yeah, that's true.
We don't need that.
You don't need that. And you know what?
We still have Deshaun Watson on our roster.
Right. You know what Shedeur also doesn't need is his house was
robbed.
His house was robbed while he was playing.
$250,000 worth of stuff.
That's great.
Yeah, Peter ordered the hit.
Yeah, that was me. I'm expecting
I believe he's
delivery.
He's playing Sunday NFL football right now. Go ahead. He's not home.
He's busy on Sundays. I'm sure of it.
We know he is not there.
That happened to Joe Burrow, too.
It
Sad
did.
stuff.
But he had a girl at the house that he didn't want people to know about, I think.
Joe did?
Joe Shiesty was an inside job. It was the girl.
You think so?
Yeah. She's like, he's about to dump me. So, inside job. Rob him.
So the Chiefs lose. I feel like the Broncos are kind of the Chiefs now, right? Like where they're.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Well, I'm not saying they're a dynasty or anything like that, but when you think about,
but they're very good.
A quarterback that makes plays in the fourth quarter and a really good defense. Who do you think?
I would love
the Chiefs.
I would love to take bets right now. I'm hoping to find the big Bronco believer. I want to take bets right now on the Broncos.
Well,
Austin Cuellar.
Yeah. That is true. Austin's a big...
but he's a Broncos fan.
Do you guys think they'll win the AFC? Because I'd love to take bets against that.
The AFC? Or the AFC West?
Because they're not going to win the AFC West anymore. I mean...
No. Not the division. I'm talking about going to the Super Bowl.
Going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I do not think they're going to go to the Super Bowl.
You're not that high yet.
Yeah.
I feel like
I'm not...
At some point, people will get there.
Right, because then you have to start weighing, like, are the Broncos and the Patriots kind of, like, they're on kind of a similar insurgence right now, and I kind of like, I don't know who I like more. Right now, I feel like I lean the Patriots a little bit more than the Broncos, but, like, the Broncos have, like, come back and won tough games, while the Patriots have lost some stupid games.
Honestly,
or a stupid game.
6 of 8 Bronco wins too were against teams with a losing record.
Yeah, the Broncos.
Granted, the other 2 wins were good. They were gritty wins, but they looked like shit against Vegas.
Yeah. They had to come back against the Jets.
Yeah,
by 30.
The Panthers game wasn't that great.
Right.
So.
Yeah, it's a little sloppy, but it's, I mean, I know I've said same exact things about the Chiefs.
The Chiefs did it last year, but
past,
But just because they're winning like the Chiefs this year doesn't make them the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
They don't have Patrick Mahomes. They don't have Andy Reid.
Yeah, and I mean, do they have that potential? Sure. I think that Sean Payton and Bo Nix can create that kind of talent, but it's year 2.
Right.
Like let's
also losing
calm
J.K.
down.
Dobbins is huge.
Yeah. But
That's
I mean, also
big
the
loss.
least surprising thing ever is J.K. Dobbins getting hurt.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't mean to laugh, but I mean, yeah. Yeah, there's just some guys who are always going to get hurt, and that's what's going to happen. Let's see, in the AFC West, so the Chiefs are average? By record, they're average.
Yeah, I mean, I still think that they're going to find their way into the playoffs, and they're going to be dangerous because I think
they'll be on the road the whole time.
But I think in the NFL playoffs, especially in the quarterback position, experience means a lot. And, sometimes for younger quarterbacks, we've all seen them crumble in those moments. And with the Patriots and the Broncos, yeah, they're very exciting. Yeah, they're playing very well. But that would be my first concern come to nut cutting time.
I feel like I've mentally have stopped participating in the hot and cold Chiefs week in, week out. Because until this group is completely broken
disbanded,
up, then the last thing you want to see is them in the playoffs,
and the last thing you want to do is count them out.
You do not want to see them in the playoffs.
What I'm hoping for is, because I'm still high on the Bills. Obviously, they've had some kind of stumbles over these last few weeks, but I'm still high on the Bills. I hope the Chiefs go in and take out a couple of these young gun teams,
right?
And people get excited about the Chiefs again, and then the Bills can catch the Chiefs at one of their weaker times in the last 5 to 10 years.
Well, I mean,
take them down.
But I mean, still at this point, what's probably going to end up happening is that the Broncos or the Patriots or the Colts, if they keep winning, are going to end up facing the Chiefs, and they're going to be like, "What the fuck is this?" Right? They go, "Wait, hold on, like." Does the regular season mean nothing? Well, of course it doesn't.
I think if we're expecting the same good teams to be there at the end, and this might not be surprising, but outside of how I feel about Josh Allen, I'd be less concerned about the Chiefs being there at the end than the Bills, because this season, for example, the Chiefs have lost to good teams. I mean, the Broncos are 8-2. That's a team with probably top 5 defense in the league.
Yeah.
The Bills have dropped games against shitty teams.
Yeah,
Josh Allen still makes bad decisions. He scored 6 touchdowns, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It takes him rushing for 3 and figuring out who to fucking throw to with 2 or 3 picks in there.
Right.
That shit's not gonna fly at the end, dude.
And James Cook has been up and down this year.
Yeah.
Keon Coleman is all of a sudden like a bench warmer or like someone who's lost his way, which I think is really odd.
I think you never know what Curtis Samuel is. It Shakir didn't get shit. That day. I don't know. And then he's missing a tight end. He's gonna have to carry the entire team on his fucking back.
And I mean, yes, you beat the Bucs, and the Bucs are gonna win that division, but they are injury riddled at this point. So,
it's more of a hope just because I have a bet on them to be in the Super Bowl. So that's what I'm hoping happens.
Well, let's see.
Kind of like that whale.
You know who face planted this weekend? The Los Angeles Chargers, road favorites, and then they lose by 30, and I lost that bet to you. So that was
I put together a
wanting to get to their bye week
7-leg round robin on all the underdogs that were close, the Seahawks, the
Jags,
the Chargers. Or no,
they played each other.
The Jags, and then the Lions,
right?
And
the Bucs. The Bucs would have been a great underdog.
I did take the Bucs, but needless to say, 2 out of 7 hit.
2 out of 7 hit. So,
did you guys hit any? I had a couple bets, but
let me.
I'm over $200 in my draft.
I had a big one. I had a big one that I think it was $5 to win $190. Guess what it was missing? Something that was so likely, such a huge favorite. It was just a quick Javonte Williams touchdown last night.
Yeah.
That's all I needed. It was 5 legs. That's all I fucking needed.
I will tell you my best wins of the weekend, which was a Christian McCaffrey, 2+ touchdowns. The guy had a touchdown in the first minute of the game after the 49ers ran it back to like the 2-yard line. Then he scores with like 57 seconds in. So that was great at plus 220 odds. And then let's see. The Panthers, a money line at plus 185 over the Falcons. That one I didn't really want to bet, but I was like, fuck it, let's do it.
Are you betting these individually?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. The Dolphins, a live bet at plus 189 when they were down in the, I think, third or fourth quarter. And then I took Walsh's teaser. I lost my own teaser. I wasn't scared about this one, but I also wanted to craft my own, and I think the thing that screwed me, how did I lose that one? Let's look. My worst bets of the week, Rico Dowdle did not score. Jamar Chase, not only did he not score, but then he got suspended after spitting in Jalen Ramsey's face. That was not great. Here was my parlay. The 33.5 did not hit in the Lions and Eagles.
Well,
that's what killed me.
I love that the biggest insurance that the bets that we're taking, which is a monster teaser, you're not hitting.
Yeah.
Like you're putting your own together and you're not hitting it.
Yeah.
A 13-point swing.
But I mean, is anyone thinking that game bet down to 33.5 was going to go
I
like
could
that?
have told you that, dude.
Shut up.
You should have hit me up.
I didn't foresee
you
Dane
saw
Campbell.
The Eagles play the Packers.
I did.
And there was everything was pointing that direction, that this was going to be like that.
Eagles defense was
They're tough.
very good. Continues to be very good.
Well,
the Eagles offense continues to be very concerning.
As I mentioned, I now have over $200 in my DraftKings account,
Yeah.
which started as $20 3 weeks ago.
Wow.
Pretty proud of myself.
I saw you place a bet that had Darnell Mooney for 50 yards. Did he
that
get
was
that?
That was an accident.
Oh.
I meant to choose Bijan Robinson right above him, and I fat fingered it. And then I was looking at my bets, and I was like, Darnell Mooney. What
Darnell.
the fuck?
I was
Did that
surprised by that.
No, it did
No,
not hit.
Darnell Mooney hasn't done shit.
By the way, there's an IJMS DraftKings group that I've invited you to.
Invented. I
invented it, and
Where would I
invited
see
you.
that?
Do you get
groups.
a notification every time I place a bet?
No, I don't have notifications on.
Oh, I get a notification every time you place
that's
a bet.
pressure.
Yeah.
But
I go and look at it. That's why I knew about the Darnell Mooney bullshit.
Like we can look at each other's accounts, or you can just see
you can see all bets that each other are placing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then it will let you play
without sharing it. Like you can just see what we're
I can
placing.
just see it
I was like,
automatically.
plus 2,300. That's not good.
Yeah, it was. Anyways, I'm talking directly to Walsh now.
Yeah.
Walsh, I am going to put the most money I have ever bet on this week's teaser.
$100.
$140
You're gonna put 140 in.
on the because I have 200. I'm still working with all winnings.
Yeah.
So
That'll win you 190.
what? No, it's a minus 140. So if I bet 140, I'll win 100.
Oh, just kidding.
That's how that goes.
So anyways, I'm going to bet $140 on Walsh's teasers.
Yeah.
No changes.
God, you're jinxing this shit right
Yeah.
now, dude.
And
That's what you're doing right now. This announcement, this whole thing, you're jinxing it. We're all gonna lose. You're gonna lose 140.
Yeah.
We're gonna lose whatever we bet on it.
No. At this point, just like stay away maybe from the Vikings for a little bit. I don't like that Justin Jefferson seems very over J.J. McCarthy. So
I don't blame him.
Everybody's over J.J.
I don't blame
McCarthy.
him.
Yeah.
That did happen, right? We Walsh hit the teaser with just that last Bears field goal.
Yeah.
Woo,
that
baby.
was a sweat. The Bears now winning. Are they going to win the division?
Probably.
They're going to win the division. aren't they?
Probably.
I took him at over
Our
7.5 wins.
And they're at
has got to be
7 right
so
now.
fucked.
Let's see.
No, the first one we placed is not fucked.
Really?
Because I've placed several now at this point. The very first one that I placed is fine. The first one we play should be fine.
Where we took all favorites?
Yeah, because the Ravens were the biggest worry.
No, the Chiefs are going to fuck us. That's what's going to happen. The Chiefs are going to screw us.
So the Texans are in the Colts division. That'll fuck us too.
We've got the Eagles, Chiefs, Ravens, Bills, Texans.
Yeah, I knew who convinced us to take the Packers.
I mean, that division is wide open.
Yeah. Are the Bears at plus 390 a value play to win that division?
With the Lions and the Packers?
Why not?
No, the Lions and the Packers are going to win that division.
No,
both of them are.
Yeah, the Packers. I am kind of out on the Packers right now.
I mean, I don't blame you, but I hitched my wagon to the Packers at the beginning of this year.
They are the Texas Longhorns of the NFL.
They very much are.
Yeah.
And
unrealistic
Jordan Love
expectations.
He does.
Jordan Love
He's
sucks.
so not fun to watch this year.
So
also, I
feel like the Packers last year were fun.
I also didn't realize that
hucking the ball to Doobsy.
Hucking it.
I completely missed that Josh Jacobs went out
at
the beginning of the game because I just got the early exit notification
I
because
did too.
placed a bet on him.
Yeah.
And I was like, why are they – because I wasn't paying attention, and they scored that touchdown with Wilson. And I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, I got a Jacobs touchdown. He's like, oh, no, it's some guy named Emmanuel Wilson. I was like, why the fuck is he in?
Why is he in there? Yeah. Right now, your odds to win the NFC East, the Eagles at minus 20,000. Then your next highest, the Dallas Cowboys at plus 6,000. The Broncos now firmly at minus 340 to win the AFC West. Still a toss-up between the Lions, Packers, and kind of Bears, but mostly Lions. The Packers at plus 130 and 135. The Rams at minus 255 after that win over the Seahawks, with the Seahawks at plus 320. No one else really competitive there. Well, I mean, the 49ers at plus 800. The Patriots minus 250 to win.
You notice the only way this moves, every time we place a bet, the shit changes.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, let's place another division bet. And then this shit changes again.
All of a sudden, the Ravens at minus 310 to win the division. Now Aaron Rodgers has a fractured wrist.
Don't sleep on the Browns, bro.
Yeah.
Rodgers is out.
Browns plus 50,000 to win that
Rodgers
division.
out for the rest of the season.
No.
Steelers get Flacco.
Oh, gosh.
Joe Shiesty comes back.
Oh, my
Flacco's now played for every team in the division.
No. There's no – I mean, I know that you are semi-kidding, also because the trade deadline's come and gone.
Be fucking hilarious.
Yeah, Joe Burrow
He's also
should not come
semi-hard.
back. Joe Burrow should not come back. That season is over.
Same thing. They were talking about Jaden Daniels. It's like, dude,
just don't.
Pack it up.
Yeah, you're good.
Ship it out. You're good for this year.
You're fine. So, yeah. Then Aaron Rodgers fractured wrist on his non-throwing hand. He had an MRI or some sort of X-rays, and it looks like he might play.
You got an ultrasound?
Oh, he's not even going to sit out a week?
That's what they're investigating. They were non-committal, but it looks like there's still the possibility that he ends up playing. So,
are there even any good games to bet on?
I have the games that I believe that we can bet on this upcoming week, which is Vikings, Packers, Chiefs, Colts, and Browns, Raiders. The shit bowl. The shit bowl of 2 and 8.
Why is that the list? Are you fucking around?
No, I mean, that's kind of legitimately my list of games that I would probably bet on.
So Tampa Bay and the Rams and Cowboys, Eagles, you don't want to bet on?
I would absolutely love the Rams.
Oh, no.
Right, because the Bucks
I would
are
absolutely love the Eagles.
Right. So that's the thing. Like, I think that we would have to start negotiating points and all that other stuff if that's the case.
I mean, I'll take the Browns against the Raiders, $10 straight up, downtown, east side, west side.
I've seen the Raiders enough
I
this
have too.
season.
They're so bad.
Dude.
They're so bad.
There's nothing.
Have you also seen the Browns this season? We're talking about two terrible teams
true.
here.
That is true. You might have Shedeur on. Okay,
we're just throwing shit at the wall here.
I'll do it. Yeah, you put that on.
What, 10 straight up?
Yeah. All right.
I've never been more frustrated to watch a quarterback than watching Geno Smith.
You know what's
I love Geno Smith.
Right.
I love everything about him. But
Why?
God damn it, man! Like what? I've seen 4 Raiders games this season, like beginning to end.
It's not good stuff.
No.
Dude.
And then in the first half, They called 3 run plays for Ashton Genty. 3. Chip dialed up 3 run plays in a Pete Carroll offense, right?
Well,
and they had 3 times.
The blocking is
so bad.
So bad.
So they said this on the broadcast. Ashton Genty yards per carry this season is 1.9 yards. Gosh, that's average 1.9 yards a carry. You could fall over and get more.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Also, I don't like putting the spotlight on Dallas in the positive way because it's not like I cheer for the Cowboys, but you kind of have to give them props for these moves. If that defense is newly improved, getting Quinnen Williams from the Jets is a huge fucking addition.
Yeah, and he's coming off of like
that
2
dude's a
bye
game
weeks.
changer by himself.
Yeah. I mean, you filled the Micah Parsons void pretty immediately with that addition. But I feel like the Cowboys are kind of quietly just lurking in the shadows, being a little dangerous.
They're kind of the like up and down type of a team that you're just not sure what Dak you're going to get that day. I thought it was quite interesting that I don't know what was ever answered when it came to those guys having to sit out.
They were at Red Rock Casino the night before.
Actually?
Yeah, I read it on Twitter.
So they had to sit out the first series.
The rumor was
ended up being.
The rumor was they were both gambling at Red Rock Casino the night before, and CeeDee Lamb was spotted throwing up. So, like, drinking and gambling till late, and it's, like, code of conduct, so he sat him. And then as soon as they both scored a touchdown, he's like, I love you guys. Great. Cool.
Yeah, these guys are the best.
All is forgiven.
Does one even bother to try and put these 3 terrible teams into the moving the line up? The Titans are plus 13.5 to the Seahawks. The Giants are plus 10.5 to the Lions. And the Jets are plus 13.5 to the Ravens. Could you push those up to 26.5 and feel comfortable? Or 23.5 and feel comfortable?
I mean, you're going to do this, right?
I am.
Good.
I don't know what my 4th is going to be, though.
Can you not do it with 3?
You could, but you only get 10. Yeah.
I don't like doing the backwards. I don't like the under and the raising the points. I always go the other
I don't
direction.
like choosing the team I don't think is going to win.
Right. Yeah. I did that with the Panthers, though, a couple weeks ago, and they ended up winning the game.
Yeah.
So, and they were, I think, I pushed that to 25.5. So we'll see.
I'm curious
thinking
how
maybe
it is a shit schedule this week for both college and NFL.
Thursday night, though, I'm curious how the Bills will handle the Texans' defense. I think that's the top 3 defense in the league.
I think that's going to be a much better matchup than people think.
The lowest over-under of the week is the Seahawks at 40.5, I believe, is the lowest. Yeah, that and the Vikings-Packers is also... Oh, here we go. Browns-Raiders, 36.5.
So outside of your guys' Raiders-Browns bet, we're not gambling on anything here? Because we want the same
told
teams.
you. No, I mean, like, okay, so hold on. We've got the other ones here. I said I would bet on Chiefs-Colts or Vikings-Packers.
That's a bettable game. What's the Chiefs-Colts line?
Chiefs-Colts, I believe, is Chiefs 3.5. Let me double-check that.
Chiefs-Colts?
Chiefs-Colts. Chiefs are a home 3.5-point favorite.
I think
the Colts are coming off a bye, by the way. So
I'll take that straight up.
You would take it straight up, and who do you want?
I assume you want Indianapolis. You're not taking Kansas City.
Actually, I was thinking about taking Kansas City.
Really?
Yeah.
Then I'll take the Colts.
Okay.
I was going to take either.
Okay.
But I'll take the Colts just straight up for 10.
Yeah, sure. That's fine.
Do it.
I'm adding all of this. I don't forget.
Let's see. Packers-Vikings. This one has the Packers at a 6.5-point favorite.
I'll do this. I don't want anything to do with the Vikings. I hate J.J. McCarthy. They do not look good.
No, they don't. That's the thing. I don't think I want to touch that one. Do you want to try and take some of these shit games plus the points?
Which ones?
So you've got the Jets at 13.5. You've got the Titans at 13.5.
Like, you want me to bet on the shit teams?
Yeah.
Against who?
So the Seahawks have the Titans, the Ravens have the Jets, and the Lions have the Giants, and that's 10.5.
The Lions have the Giants. No Jackson Dart though. Jameis.
Jameis is fun to watch.
He is.
I've come around on Jameis Winston,
and he's a spark.
He will throw interceptions.
He'll also throw some bombs.
He will throw some bombs.
Did you see the suggestion? I saw this today. It's like, I think that everyone should approve that Jameis gets paid $15 million a year, but every week he plays for a different team, like a Russian roulette. He has to start for a different team every single week.
He's just the fill-in backup of whoever's injured that
week.
But
the deal is the team has to start him that week.
Right. I'm just saying that he's the roving, like, oh, Lamar's out this week. Oh, Brock Purdy's
you have
out
to
this
strategize.
week.
Okay, when's our week?
When are we gonna have Jameis?
All right. I don't want to do all three of those. I'll do one.
So you and me each choose one.
For 10 each?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take the... And what, we're adding points?
Yeah, so you would get... So, for instance, you would get the Jets at plus 13.5.
Oh, we're just doing the actual spread.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we're adding points.
Oh, I don't want to do that.
Okay, I'll do the Jets.
You want the Jets at plus 13.5?
Yeah.
And then I suppose...
I feel like you have to take the Giants.
I will take the Giants at 10.5.
Okay, so that means I have the Lions.
You have the Lions. I have the Ravens.
The Ravons.
Yeah. It's a very silly bet.
It's so silly.
It is the silliest little bet that there ever was. I saw John Gruden say this, and he was almost like proven wrong immediately.
What do you say? Knock on wood if you hear me.
He said that Mike McDaniel and the Dolphins were about to be on a 5-game winning streak, and then they almost lose that game in Madrid.
He predicted this shit?
But now, do the Dolphins find their way back into the playoff picture?
No.
Why not?
Why not?
Waddle's out.
So? Who do?
Oh, his number 1 and 2 receiver are out.
Bye week, baby. Perfect timing for an injury.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Let me look at the Miami Dolphins at 4-7 in their schedule. They've got the Saints, Jets, Steelers, Bengals, Bucks, and Patriots.
That sounds like 5-0 right there.
Right? I mean, like, if they're at this point, they've got
Bucks
Saints,
and Patriots might be hard.
Right,
but the 5 leading up to those.
But they've already beaten the Bills, Commanders. They, I imagine, are going to be favored against the Saints on the 30th. Then they're at the Jets, at the Steelers. Steelers will be a tough game. Then Bengals have probably mailed it in at that point. So I think that the only game they could possibly lose in that stretch is the Steelers. So,
with or without Rodgers?
Miami to win the division?
To win the division? No.
Come on.
No. But do they all of a sudden find themselves, let's see, what are they at? 4 wins now?
So if they
5, 6, 7, 8, they could be a 9-win team at the end of it. 9 and 8 at the end of the year.
That might be good enough in the AFC.
We were talking about Mike McDaniel getting fired to now leading them into the fucking...
All of a sudden, then he beats the Bills.
Dolphins win the Super Bowl?
He beats the
serious,
Bills,
dude.
shows up at the Bills bar, talks shit, goes to Madrid, wins a gutty game there.
Dolphins beat the Broncos in the AFC Championship.
Wow.
To face the Lions in the Super Bowl.
Where's the Super Bowl this year? San Fran?
Yeah.
Wembley.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Is it at Levi Stadium?
It is.
What a shitty Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Oh.
At least the weather will be nice.
Will it?
It's not going to be, right?
There'll be like an atmospheric river.
Is Levi's Dome?
No, it's grass and it's
Squass.
It's grass. So those are your games for the week. Do I have anything else here that I wanted to talk about? Not so much. Anything else?
So we're not betting on Eagles Cowboys because we all want the Eagles.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, you guys got any exciting plans for Thanksgiving? That's coming up.
It is. I'm doing the turkey.
Stop.
I'm going to be having a tomahawk steak at Michael Jordan Steakhouse.
He is.
For the first time.
Wow.
I'm actually going to be...
That's pretty cool.
I'm very much looking forward to this Thanksgiving because usually my family does a huge party, and it seemed like, I mean, part of this sounds kind of sad, but people are having, people are growing up and having families and traveling and all this shit. So my aunt, who usually hosts, I found out that she's not hosting because she found out everyone's doing their own thing. So we had already had reservations with my mom at Michael Jordan Steakhouse because I've always wanted to go. So now they're joining.
Nice.
So now our reservation goes from 3 to 8. So we're all going to go there, and then I'll fucking sit at the sports book stuff, drinking and place. I'm going to have a fucking stack of tickets.
Next week we will have to see if we want to send some money with him.
Yeah, I'll have you put, if you're able to place a bet on the Ducks for me.
I can't do that.
I don't know if your body.
The only
way
he's morally.
The only way you guys will have bets is if you meet me there later, because I'm not placing Oregon bets.
Come on, dude.
Speaking of bets, do you and Jordan have a bet for this weekend on Arsenal versus Tottenham?
Are you going to be there?
Yeah, I'll be there. Did I not respond?
I don't know.
I felt like in my head I responded.
But
I'm not sure that
I'll be there early enough that I would be open to a small wager. But you also realize I did a eeny, meeny, miny, mo. That team that I'm cheering for, they suck, dude. It's like this is essentially the Cleveland Browns playing the Detroit Lions at their peak. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
I'm most excited about my gear.
Yeah.
Sunday morning English breakfast and my comfortable gear.
And I just know you're going to take full advantage of telling Jordan how much he doesn't know about soccer in an accent, I'm sure. It's going to be great. That's 75% of the reason I'm going is just to watch that happen.
This.
My accent doesn't even make sense.
I know. That's the best part.
It's like a Jamaican moved to Australia.
Right. You're going to say, "Isn't it?"
Yeah.
1,000 times.
Half of it is an Outback Steakhouse commercial.
Yeah. You're from Birmingham.
I'm looking
forward to
I say
that.
shrimp on the Barbie way too much. When I'm practicing, I don't get it.
Oh, good.
But this is also, I think, the first day that I can be normal.
You can eat.
I can eat and I can smoke and I can
you're
drink.
Gonna get boozed up,
dude. Sunday.
This guy's gonna get glassy eyed. On a Sunday.
I will have to Uber to work on Monday, and I work from home.
Shit.
Figure that out.
Yeah, because you'll pass out at Mitch's and then have to Uber.
We don't know. There will just be an Uber involved regardless. Who the fuck knows?
You call the Uber, you go outside, get in, all right. Well, you just go around the block, please.
That's how it's going to go. And this comes, I know he's not threatening because he has Ubered 2 blocks? A block?
It wasn't even a block.
You were able to say, yeah, that place right there.
If you know where Peacock is in Corvallis and where the Marriott is, then you know it's 40 yards probably.
Not very far.
All right. He's gone.
I gotta go pee-pee.
Okay.
Clear eyes.
Full hearts.
Can't lose.